According to the official definition, senioritis is a supposed affliction of students in their final year of high school or college characterized by decline in motivation or performance. Every day, a senior wakes up and contemplates going to school. They ask themselves, is it really worth it? Do I really need to get an education today? As a senior gets out of bed, it's the start of their daily routine. It begins by suddenly waking up in a rush to get to school on time. They start by throwing on some sweatpants and a random t-shirt that was found on the floor. They grab their breakfast on the go and begin their very repetitive school day as a senior battling senioritis. Every day, 5 out of 5 seniors get diagnosed with senioritis. Enduring symptoms and conditions such as lack of motivation, constant fatigue, laziness, loss of brain cells, distraction, etc. The only prescription is graduation. As college is quickly approaching, many seniors are already committed to a university. This leads to an even more severe case of senioritis. Seniors who are already committed feel as if they don't need to try as hard anymore because they know where they are going after high school.
Hi, my name is Andrea Lopez, and I have self-diagnosed myself with a severe case of senioritis.
Now that you have committed to a university, do you feel less motivated in any way?
I wish I could say that, but for anybody watching, we'll keep it with, no, I feel super motivated, but honestly, I kind of slack off a little bit.
So do you have senioritis?
My self-diagnosis is, yes, I have a severe case. No, not as severe yet. We're getting there. We have a mild to severe case of senioritis that's progressing to being more severe as we get closer to spring break.
I'm Mr. Kuhn. I'm an English teacher at Downers Grove South.
So can you define senioritis?
Senioritis, which I have diagnosed many times over the last 14 years, involves 3, I would say, major components. One is a change from diligent, star, scholarly student to complete and utter absence of any of those qualities. And it usually happens in February, sometimes in March, less often in April. The second component of senioritis is that they are a person who is a senior in high school. If you lose all of that and you are a junior, it is not called senioritis, it is called laziness or inability to complete tasks and assignments. And the third component of senioritis is that it goes away almost everyone who has it, it goes away. Symptoms disappear June 1st, or whatever day graduation happens.
Did you ever experience it when you were a senior?
Yes, I had senioritis when I was a senior. It started for me in February of my senior year of high school. I had, I think, 3 classes I needed to finish to graduate from high school, and I was not very good in any of those.
Several seniors were asked if they had a case of senioritis. This is what they had to say.
Do you have senioritis?
Yes.
Do you have senioritis?
Yes.
Do you have senioritis?
Yeah.
Do you have senioritis?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I haven't been diagnosed yet,
Do you have
but
senioritis?
Do you have senioritis?
Yes.
Do you have senioritis?
Yes.
Angela Kari, senior superlative winner for worst case of senioritis, shares her experiences with this serious case.
Hello, my name is Angela Kari, and I have the worst case of senioritis.
Define senioritis.
Senioritis in my case is when you have trouble doing your work, so you miss school to make up your work.
Is senioritis a real thing?
I really think it is. I see a lot of kids just don't have motivation and don't do their work.
Do you see more lack of motivation in your senior class than your other classes? If so, how? When was the first time you experienced this epidemic?
Honestly, freshman year is when I first experienced it. Towards second semester of every year, it gets really hard to do your work. But then after second semester of junior year, it was I came into the school year no, not happening.
How do you cope with such a problem?
I don't come to school, and I do my work when I miss school.
What are the symptoms of this epidemic?
You're always tired, and you're just like lazy, and like you know you should be studying or doing your homework, but instead you're just like on your phone, or you take a lot of naps, or like you just find other things to do.
Thank you.
You recording?
Jimmy, boo, boo, boo.
I have a question. Who here has senioritis?
Me.
Okay, that is the question. Okay, I'm getting back down.
Define senioritis.
So senioritis is when you get off the grind time prime time, you don't get that 4.0, and you wear the same t-shirt that you slept in.
Go. When was the first time you've experienced senioritis?
Probably in the womb, to be honest.
What are the symptoms of this epidemic?
When you log onto Home Access Center, you're going to just see a bunch of Z's in your grade book. Also, not doing any of your homework, so procrastination. And then sleeping with your dog right after you come home from school, waking up to go eat, and then going back to sleep.
According to the Witness Protection Program, my name is Moti Samuel Kelney, social studies teacher at Downers Grove South. Planet Earth, solar system, whatever arm of the Milky Way that we're in.
Okay, define senioritis.
Define senioritis. Senioritis is an invented malady that seniors who, as they approach getting close to graduating, believe they have more difficulty focusing, completing work, things like that. Even though it's an invented malady, meaning it's not like an actual disease that exists, because they're socialized and hear about it from other seniors who are older than them years before, they expect it to happen. So it's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think you are going to be lazy or tired and less motivated, it will happen, almost like a placebo effect.
Okay, do you see more lack of motivation in your senior classes than your other classes? If so, how? So how do you see senioritis?
I don't see a particular ton of senioritis in my classes. I do surround, because the requirements for taking the final exam have basically evaporated for most seniors, the desire to really focus on the last bits of information are gone, but I don't think that's senioritis. I think that's just practical because they're not required to take the exam. But half the time, I don't think students are doing the work that they're doing for a grade in a lot of the social science classes. They're taking these electives because they're interested in them, and even though they might be tired of being in high school and ready for the next thing, they're still usually interested in the materials at hand and eager to talk about them or read them, or at least engage with them while they're still here.
Last question. Did you ever experience senioritis when you were a senior?
Boy, 400 years ago when I was in high school, I don't know. I don't think I was looking forward to being a camp counselor again that summer in order to help pay for college. I think I was looking forward to leaving for college at the beginning of the following year. But I think I was looking more forward to moving out of my house than leaving high school. High school I actually liked because it was a place I escaped my home. So I didn't have as much senioritis as in just living with parents-itis from my memory.
As you now get a deeper intake of this issue, you are aware that this is a serious case. If you or a loved one is suffering from senioritis, please call 1-800-345-6687 and get help as soon as possible. Senior was a big fat neck, but to the seniors out there struggling with senioritis, stay strong, fellow soon-to-be graduates. And to those who are soon-to-be seniors, well, good luck.